Hello again and welcome to part 2 of the Boss Encounter video series. I'm just hanging out here with my bud Nelson. If anyone, yeah, there's Davey over there in the corner too. Lots of Easter eggs relating to nautical things. Anyone who knows, who's familiar with the name Nelson, Lord Admiral Nelson, he was only like one of the, if not the biggest naval hero from the wars against, England's wars against Napoleon. Doink, doink, doink. So anyway, we're going to start the next video, the next place. So we're going to refresh your memory here. Warp list lists all the places we can go. And we are going to go to Jones's Ruin. Pyrex's lair was number 1. Jones is number 2. He's the second boss that you're supposed to kill. There's actually a quest line involving these bosses. Not complete yet. Pyrex's is ready, but Jones onwards, not so much. Now normally, see I'm back here in Cartersport again. Normally you could take a boat there, or a skiff, or whatever. A chartered skiff, and get around to various and sundry places. But in this case, we just go south. And eventually, there it is, Jones's Ruin. This is where we're going to be going to. You notice it was a bit of a haul just for me moving the map around. Well, you may not want to do that. You've got some buds, and you're like, well, I want to kill this boss now. Well, here we go. We've got ourselves a command to do that with. We are going to Jones's Ruin. If you noticed, it was in the middle of the ocean, so I strongly recommend, if you're going to go to Jones's Ruin and deal with the boss there, have something with respiration on. You noticed how the screen kind of freaked out for a second there and got black, like I was caught in, blocks or something? That's this thing here, making sure, see how it says true. Probably by the time, if you were to log on here and play this game, you won't see this data anymore. But this is, I'm just showing you in the background how this is working. It recognized that, yes, I was below where I should be. Let's get them up here a little ways. So it's working great. That bug is fixed. I'm happy. So here we are in Jones's Ruin. As you can tell from the map, here I am. But we want to get to the entrance. Swim up here. Oh, there's a friggin' guardian in here being a pain in the ass. He's boogieing down, listening to some disco. It's probably village people in the Navy. Go on, laugh. Anyway, so here's the portal we're going to be getting into. You notice this little odd item right here. Now, every time you see a block that looks like this, looks like a book and quill, and you click it, it'll tell you where you're at, just in case you forget because, the title screen went away. It's always useful, or in case something else breaks, but there you go. So we're at Jones's Ruin, and here's the portal we're going to go through. What will we find? Some sand. Oh, we went underground. Actually, we're under the ocean. Where under the ocean? Remember, if you've seen the first video for Pyrex's Lair, Desolation of Pyrex is the original name of it. There's a, an Easter egg of sorts. Some lost sailors you have to fight to get down through here. Oh, what is that in the distance? I mean, I was talking about that, but I see here we've got a dragon. It's a sea drake. If you've seen one of the earlier videos, especially the sailing ones where I'm showcasing the boats, they spawn in the ocean. And if you take a look up in the upper right corner there under my mini-map, it says Deep Ocean, because we're in the ocean, of course. This is an ocean boss. It's a water boss. We're going to keep on following this trail here that's beckoning us ever onward to our doom, our watery grave. And I'm sure I probably beat the joke to death or alluded to it enough. But anyone who falls overboard and dies, in nautical parlance or whatnot, they go to Davey Jones. This is Davey Jones's. All right, so the boss is Davey Jones. You can see that on the lower left corner, the game is starting. So stuff starts happening now. It's gimmick. And of course, he's got sub-bosses. Well, what kind of a structure does that look like to you? Yes, that's my sense of humor. That's Davey Jones's locker. Right. At some point here, we should start seeing this particular sub-boss's gimmick. Heads up! Lower left corner there. Oh yes! You can end up getting trapped under that. Davey Jones calls up rushing waves from the sea. As you can see, there's a wave of water. Well, what happens if we get caught in that wave of water? Let's find out. It also gets rid of the sand blocks too, so if you get caught by a sand block... Oh! That tidal wave just knocked me away. These are his two main gimmicks. So you got the sand blocks falling from the bottom of the ocean, and a tidal wave. Where's this sand block going to come? Right there. And then, of course, the rushing waves. Looks like they're going to come over this way now. It's a 90-degree arc. And there's a split down the middle, as you see. So there's a safe place that you can get between. And you might not get knocked around. Can't guarantee it. The closer you are to the center, of course, the closer these things are to each other. So, yeah, you'll get knocked around. But you notice that first thing that happens is he drops the blocks of sand. And if you get caught in one, of course, you're in trouble. So you've got to keep your eyes peeled when he says heads up. Because if you are not a game operator, you do not have access to tools and being able to use them, so you can't dig yourself out. So you have to hope that a tidal wave washes you out quick-like, or, well, you're in trouble. So yes, heads up. You see that coming? Better move on out of the way. And that's his gimmick. And of course, Davey Jones's locker's got all this treasure in it. It's got, you know, gold and emeralds and blocks of them, and you know, money, money, money. And he's very protective of it. Yeah, Davey Jones's locker, for those who didn't get it already. So that's this boss. This is the water boss. And of course, once you leave the area, if you're the last one, it says clean up. But yeah, usually it'll clean itself right up, and the sand will be gone. But that is Davey Jones. That is the second boss. And of course, once we're done there, I'm flying. I'm cheating, I know. Heck, water bubbles. That's cute. Back into the entrance. Alright, so we've taken a look, done a quick tour of Davey Jones's locker. Let's go home. We got a bit of a storm coming on. So, stay tuned for the third one, which will probably be... I have to remember the order here. Oh yes, Tovarok. This one has a boss in the... Once again, it's underground, but it's underground, not under the ocean. He is the boss of the earth or the undead, the buried. So, I will see you soon.